The following is a presentation of the United Wrestling Network.
Hello everybody and welcome to Championship Wrestling presented by Pro Shingle. It's your weekly look into the action-packed world of the United Wrestling Network. I am Dustin Starr alongside my lovely Maria.
The setting may be a little bit different, but the action will be as hot as ever. We are committed to bringing you a brand new Championship Wrestling presented by Pro Shingle each and every week.
You'll be seeing a lot of never-before-seen footage. We're going to take you behind the scenes here at CW30 Studios and Championship Wrestling. Plus, we're going to have exclusive interviews with wrestling's biggest stars.
And today we are going to take a look at some of the very best tag team wrestling to hit Memphis TV.
Yes.
Each match you can watch absolutely free on our official YouTube channel.
Oh yeah! In our main event, Adrian Quest has something to get off his chest. That led to the formation of the group now known as Static. We're going to show you where it all started.
Before that, it's a steel cage match pitting the RENO SCUM against ROCKNES Monsters. One of the most bitter feuds we've seen on Championship Wrestling, and it's not for the faint of heart.
But first, it's our first ever mixed tag team match. One of the most popular episodes ever on this program.
Taylor and Sandra MOONE team up against ROYCE and Heather Monroe.
Let's head to the ring.
The following contest is a mixed tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of the Subspace Sweetheart, Sandra MOONE, and one half of the United World Tag Team Champions, Ryan Taylor.
Set for mixed tag team action. There you see one half of the tag team champions of the United Wrestling Network, Ryan Taylor, gonna team up with Sandra MOONE in this unique main event matchup, another chapter in the rivalry between the Soul Burners and the upper class.
Well, kiss your Zen goodbye, Taylor and MOONE. It all ends tonight.
And introducing their opponents, being accompanied in the ring by Halston Body and representing Jamie Iovine's upper class, the team of the Killer Bay, Heather Monroe, and the United Television Champion, ROYCE.
I wonder what Jamie Iovine thinks of that challenge issued by Young Fuego Adrian Quest. If Iovine witnessed the performance of Quest in that match with Kasai, might not be laughing quite so much, but we set the stage down for this mixed tag team main event. Whole lot of talent in the ring for this one. One half of the tag team champions on one side, the reigning United Television champion on the other, as well as two of the very best of the women's division, Sandra MOONE and the Killer Bay, Heather Monroe.
Well, I don't know about you, Kenley, but to me, Iovine doesn't look concerned. He is focused and he is prepared about what's coming up. Have you ever seen more class than you have right now in the center of this ring? Look at these people. Look at the finesse. Look at the charm. Look at the magic. I feel like I want to go in there and hug every single one of these people. The Friendship Farm have nothing on my love for the upper class, Kenley.
I think there's a lot of class in Ryan Taylor and Sandra MOONE, two great competitors. Not as narcissistic as these two.
Fans now chanting, "Throw out the trash." So they're obviously talking about Taylor and MOONE, which is very nice that they finally come to the upper class's side, but really keep quiet. They're trying to concentrate here.
A whole lot of personal issues between Sandra MOONE and Heather Monroe in the past. Killer Bay has violently attacked MOONE, blindsided her. They've had some very competitive matches here in Hollywood and in Championship Wrestling from Arizona. And in these mixed tag team rules, the male competitors will face each other. If a tag is made, both women will have to check in. So Heather Monroe...
Get her, Isaacs! Get her! Get her!
No,
get her!
I just explained that. That is exactly not how it works.
Oh.
Thanks for listening.
Sorry. No, I wasn't listening. Hey, Kenley, you're here today.
So the ladies now going to officially start us off. Beautiful Japanese arm drag by Sandra Moone, who have had some great battles back and forth. Both have earned victories.
Heather Monroe now just a little bit outsmarting Sandra Moone, if you ask me.
Oh, it doesn't look like it to me. This looks like a gory special by Sandra Moone.
It's only a gory special if she falls. Oh, my good. Heather Monroe, though, getting right out of that, maybe be able to have some sort of advantageous play here. Well, there you go. How did I tell you, Kelly? Right back in eyes. Get her, Isaacs! Get her! Get her!
Heather Monroe tagged, so that will bring Ryan Taylor back in the ring for his team, as the referee is establishing right now and enforcing the rules. Backslide now by Ryan Taylor, one half of the reigning tag team champions. Look at the pace quicken here, and that might bode well for Taylor. Beautiful cover, trying to get the quick win.
Very finesse from Taylor. Like I said, I've taken nothing away from his wrestling ability. He's very agile, he's very fast, very fluid in his motion, and he knows how to cover you in ways that other people may not know. He's very talented. Unfortunately, he has a very poor attitude. He's just way too focused on his meditation and his zen. Look at this garbage.
Oh, he's centered.
Slipping on the ropes now. You see that Taylor caught the apron on the way.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what happened. Had nothing to do with Iovine tripping him up from the outside. Taylor was looking fantastic against the reigning television champion until Iovine got involved in the matchup, and that's something that Taylor and Moone are going to have to deal with, because you've got Halston Body and Jamie Iovine on the outside.
Halston Body, Jamie Iovine definitely offering a lot of moral support. You are correct.
Oh, and physical.
Trinalee.
Look at this.
You are right. That moral support just reaching into the face of Ryan Taylor. I love this.
But you're going to tell me that Halston Body was, massaging the trapezius muscles of Ryan Taylor or something.
I'm not sure what the trapezius muscles is, Kenley, but if you call me a trapezius one more time, I swear I'm going to punch you right in the face.
Big shots now by the Swiss Army knife of championship wrestling from Hollywood. So many weapons, but in the wrong part of town right now is Ryan Taylor. And now look at this, Heather Monroe getting involved.
I don't mean getting
Blatant
involved.
choke. Blatant choke.
Blatant choke. Referee's not seeing it. Nothing is blatant about it, Kenley. It's only blatant to morons like
it's
you.
illegal giving the stipulations and rules of a mixed tag team matchup. Andrew Jasic.
Okay, you keep on
Do your
talking
homework.
about the stipulations and rules in the tag team matchup. Are you telling me that it's my fault that Sandra Moone was too scared to go and face Royce Isaacs? No.
Well, you have an interesting point of view, that's to be sure. But a big scoop and a slam now by the television champion, Royce Isaacs. Following up with the elbow drop into the cover. Kick out at 2. Our mixed tag main event rages on after this.
Memphis weather can be tricky, and so can repairing a roof, but not with Pro Shingle. Complicated insurance claims are easy with Pro Shingle. They'll handle that process for you. Pro Shingle offers free estimates and have financing plans in place so they can help you right now. Be sure to ask about their new roof shampoo. Locally owned and operated, fully licensed and insured, it's the simple choice. Go to ProShingle.com, 901-258-6503, and let Pro Shingle help today.
Hold up, guys, hold up.
Okay.
I think ice cream is good for you. There's nutrition in it. There's peanut butter in there. And so that's what I wanted for dinner.
No, you can't have it for dinner.
Yes.
Reese's Overload Waffle Cone.
This is what we are doing while we socially distance ourselves. Playing football, playing video games, taking the dogs on walks. Wow, I did not expect that.
That is what television is all about. I don't think I've ever called or seen anything quite like Heather Monroe and Lacey Ryan.
Oh man, I've never seen a tour day trash.
One of the most wild things I've ever been a part of.
Holston finally got what he deserved, and so did Heather Monroe.
Dives, dumpsters, and bottles, oh my.
Welcome back. Look at the power of Royce Isaacs, but countering nicely was Ryan Taylor. Isaacs, not too many people find their way out of that troubled spot when you're in a gut wrench by Isaacs, but that's precisely what Taylor does. That'll bring the ladies back in. The tag of Ryan Taylor to Sandra Moone. Killer Bay checking back in as well. Big shots
Sandra Moone now coming in like a house of fire, punishing Heather Monroe. Heather Monroe now bumping right there in the center of the ring and getting right back up to feed to another. That's not the smartest idea for her. She is not in an advantageous position right now.
Sandra Moone, that short crossbody in the corner. Nicely done, really applying the full court press. Out of harm's way, but putting on the brakes for Sandra Moone, so a nice counter and counter to the counter.
And now a counter to the counter to the counter, Kenneally.
Yep, sure is. She who last counters best in this one. Round and round they go. Sandra Moone takes a nasty fall to the outside.
Giving everything in there but the kitchen sink and the kitchen counter, Kenneally.
Crowd soundly behind Sandra Moone, Ryan Taylor, representing the Soul Burners. And as we have come to expect, things get very personal and physical anytime Sandra Moone and the Killer Bay mix it up. In this main event matchup, no exception.
No love lost between these two, no doubt about it. And they are finally getting the chance to get their hands on each other one more time. And they are leaving it all on the outside right now, taking advantage of each other as much as possible. Into the stairs now goes Moone.
Oh my goodness, whoa! Sandra Moone has got to be completely out. She hit those stairs full speed ahead.
Moone looks hurt, but look at the face of Heather Monroe. She said, oh, poor baby, cry more. And they love it. They absolutely love it, Kenneally. And you know what? So do I. So do I. Behold, the upper class.
Shocking offense, you would think there by Heather Monroe, but I guess not when it's at the hands of the Killer Bay. And now, I mean, if they can isolate Sandra Moone and keep her in this matchup, it might be the beginning of the end. Because there'll be, quite frankly, nothing that Ryan Taylor can do about it.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The longer these women stay in the ring, the more devastating it's going to be for Taylor and Moone, because Moone cannot tag out. She cannot get that fresh start. And Heather Monroe right now is in complete control of this match. This is why she is the crown jewel.
Can't imagine that Sandra Moone knows where she is at this point. It might really be ripe for the picking if Heather Monroe can lock her in that 7-year stretch. After taking that big shot to the head and the neck on the stairs, and now look at this. Are you kidding me?
Look at what?
This is your television champion acting like this?
When he acting like what? He's trying to win the match, Kenneally. You should try it sometime. You might be successful in something that you do.
Heather Monroe has got to have a sense of urgency to put this thing away. Snap suplex by the Killer Bay, who has got a huge advantage right now after the attack on the outside. Counted 2, but Sandra Moone showing that she's still got some fight left.
Absolutely, a lot of fight left, and she's very, she has a lot of that tenacity, and totally understand. That's great, fantastic, good for her, but there's only so much she's gonna have left in her system, Kenneally. Eventually that car's gonna run out of gas.
Well, a lot of people won't even get back in the ring after eating that big shot on the steps, let alone continue to fight on, and that's exactly what Moone is doing, but she's gotta make a tag. This team has any real sizable opportunity to win this matchup. Sandra Moone has got to get to the corner and tag in Ryan Taylor.
She does. She absolutely has to go in and tag Ryan Taylor, but now Heather Monroe taunting Ryan Taylor. Heather Monroe now slapping Ryan Taylor. I hope Ryan Taylor comes in. Go ahead, get yourself disqualified. That's the rules of the match, Kenneally. The men can't touch the women. What is he doing in there?
What is Isaacs doing? Don't tell me he was going to go for the hush money. He was thinking hush money.
He wasn't thinking anything. He was picking her up. He understands that's against the rules. Isaacs knows this.
He paid for it. DDT now by Sandra Moone. And that's where you called a question. Do you go for the cover or the corner? And I believe she's going for the corner and the tag. Your thoughts on that?
Well, go ahead and go for the tag. That's fine, because Heather Monroe is going for the tag too. You want to come in, Taylor? That's fine. Eat the boots of ROYCE Isaacs. Here we go, baby.
But when you do that, it basically puts it back to square one, because now the men back in this thing. Both are relatively fresh. Isaacs, Taylor going toe-to-toe. What a match.
What a match indeed. Taylor now taking it to Isaacs. That scissor kick on the back of the head is going to be a huge factor right now in Isaacs. Isaacs now is dazed and confused, does not know where he is.
That beautiful scissor kick. Oh, look.
Well, go ahead. Go ahead and do it. You're such a tough guy. You do it. Go ahead and do it, Taylor. You go ahead and do it.
No, but the distraction again, you got to believe Taylor would have sized him up for that perfect circle, and now, I love it. Fighting fire with fire, even in the odds. A little do-si-do. How about this double team action? And back the other way.
Unbelievable. So first of all, Moon was in there for way too long. And now Taylor looking to finish it, but Holston Body now on the apron, making sure Taylor doesn't even get the chance. I love it. Don't get distracted too easily, baby. Say goodnight, Taylor. This is the end for you.
Boy, fastball pitch across the plate and right across the face of Ryan Taylor. No countering it this time. Look at the pure power of Royce Isaacs into the gut-wrench powerbomb, but Ryan Taylor finds a way to kick out.
Oh my God, nobody's more surprised at me than Isaacs right now. Look at his eyes. He is very frustrated and he's very angry, but this could be it. He's smelling the beginning and the end for Taylor. One more move and that's it, but Taylor now, oh no! Isaacs needs to get to the ropes now!
Look at that, he's got him locked in that triangle. You can see the shin right under the throat. He can put you out in a hurry with this and get the Killer Bay out of there. We could have had a submission victory by Taylor.
Why don't she has the count of 5, Kaylin? You say it all the time. She has the count of 5, even in a mixed tag match.
When the men are in the ring, the ladies are supposed to be in the corner.
Well, that just seems very sexist to me, Kennelly. I can't believe you say that.
It is.
I can't believe you say that, Kennelly.
Well, and vice versa. Equal opportunity. Look out here. Oh, that was close. Trying to steal one was Isaacs.
Oh, too much miscommunication now. Oh my God, that was nasty.
I don't think there's going to be any communication by Isaacs after that. Silenced with the boot. Roll up now by Sandra Moon. Taking advantage, running the feet. Oh, they got him. I love it.
Here are your winners, Ryan Taylor and Sandra Moon.
Big victory there. Soul Burners, well represented by Ryan Taylor and Sandra Moon. Let's take a look back. Catch all the action of the United Wrestling Network on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/United Wrestling Network. Look at this. This thing started to break down. Heather Monroe wanted to stick her nose where it didn't belong. Distraction, misdirection by the upper class, and in the end, it cost them because Sandra Moon able to get the roll-up and the 1-2-3.
Absolute epitome of junk, Kennelly. These two should not be standing tall. The upper class will get their revenge. Mark my words, Kennelly.
Hi, I'm Scott Mattis. Pro Shingle is locally owned and operated. They're in the community, and they understand the unfortunate circumstances we're facing. They understand and they care. Let them help relieve the financial burden during these trying times. Pro Shingle will pay your insurance deductible on a complete roof replacement, up to $1,000. Call now, 901-258-6503.
Talk about a podcasting fool. My buddy Brian Trammell and his podcast at www.stspod.club are cranking out some great stuff.
BT loves to talk wrestling.
Check it out, www.stspod.club.
The all-new Championship Wrestling Podcast is presented by Be Free CBD. Hosted by Dustin Starr. We'll recap all the action, look ahead to what's coming up next, plus insights on the hottest feuds. BeFreeCBD.com joins forces with Championship Wrestling to help you be and feel your best.
The newly renovated Green Line Apartments is now offering free rent.
Wow, that's what we need.
Yeah.
And it's only minutes from shopping, dining, and the University of Memphis.
Call for details, 901-248-4406.
Welcome back to the studio. What a match that was. Remember, you can watch episode 36 in full on our official YouTube channel at CW30 Wrestling.
Up next, it's one of the bloodiest, if not the bloodiest matches ever in the history of our program. It's the RENO SCUM versus ROCKNES monsters inside a cage.
We must warn you, it gets bloody.
Don't believe her? Watch this.
The following contest is a steel cage tag team match. There are no pinfalls, no submissions, and the only way to win is for both members of a team to escape the cage. Introducing first, from Reno, Nevada, at a combined weight of 470 pounds, Luster the Legend and Adam Thornstowe, the Reno SCUM!
It is main event time, and the former United Tag Team Champions a couple times over Adam Thornstowe, Luster the Legend, the Reno Scum certainly look to have their game faces on. And Dan Joseph, I for one certainly would not want to be locked inside the confines of a steel cage with these two.
Yeah, I mean, to be stuck in there with somebody the size of Luster, with somebody that looks like Thornstowe, people that got pain on their minds, anger in their heads. Todd, I don't know if I'd be stuck in there with him either.
And I think it's going to be the ROCKNES Monsters that have revenge on their mind, but laying in wait, literally, the Reno Scum.
Reno Scum looks like they don't even want to let ROCKNES in the ring.
And introducing their opponents from the Nebular Emission Spiral, BHK and Yuma, the ROCKNES Monsters.
ROCKNES Monsters set for action in this main event. They've got some interesting gear on. I wonder if that'll deflect some of the effects of that cold steel. We'll see. Adam Thornstowe hits hard and heavy. These two teams battling on the outside of the cage.
Man, yeah, this is not even starting yet, and these guys are just going at it. But Todd, you know and I know that this was going to happen. These guys have been chomping at the bit for weeks.
Oh, they absolutely have. These two teams have been on a collision course ever since the Reno Scum showed their true colors, and it became evident that they had laid out the ROCKNES Monsters in the back. That, of course, cost the ROCKNES Monsters a shot to become 5-time tag team champs. But right now, there you see, fighting back. And no team's going to win this thing right now, Dan Joseph, because the way to win this match is to escape the cage. To do that, first you got to get in there.
Yeah, I mean, but you want a little more room, maybe? I mean, this seems to be working.
Oh my goodness.
Louise, the strength of Luster. This seems like this would be the game plan of the ROCKNES Monsters. Don't be trapped in an enclosed area. Have a little room to work around, because you know, like I know, ROCKNES, they start rolling. They got tag team special moves, but they need space. You ain't got space with those monsters in the cage with you.
BHK took advantage of that space right there, went upstairs with the big boot. Yuma battling Thornstowe on the outside. ROCKNES Monsters wearing some gear. Looks like it's going to be a 23-19. Like a monster touched a sock or something.
Oh, good. Going low on Thornstowe. He's very athletic. Strong guy, big guy. But, man, the speed and moves that Thornstowe is able to move. Smart by Yuma, taking out the lower half on them steps.
BHK with the steps, look out here, battering ram right into that sizable dome. Big target on Luster.
Ooh, 2 for the price of 1, get him again.
Reno Scum getting beaten at their own game when it comes to physicality. It's all the ROCKNES Monsters right now.
But again, this isn't what Reno Scum, they had a cage match. They're better in the cage, trapped, close quarters, not separated like this on opposite sides, going one-on-one. Not their strong point, apparently.
Thornstowe getting put into the cage. Again, we have to reiterate the rules. To win this matchup, both members of a team have to escape the steel cage. So Yuma and Thornstowe both legal now and eligible for that because they both stepped foot into the cage.
Oh, jeez.
Luster following suit now.
Oh.
And we might have a 2-on-1 situation here real quick, Dan.
Yeah, this is not good news. You trapped without your partner inside of a cell like that, yeah, that's no good.
Reno Scum right at home in this environment. Think of the wake of destruction they've caused throughout their decorated years as a tag team. Lots of titles, including the United Tag Team titles twice. Bell sounds. Oh, we've got a match.
Why, how about that? Wrestling on a wrestling show. All right.
Back to your regularly scheduled steel cage main event. And look at just hammering is Luster, but then Yuma there to pick up the pieces. You really got to have your head on a swivel in a match like this, Dan.
Look at Luster on his knees as big as Yuma is. Luster is a monster. But this, look, Thornstowe, he's already trying to get out.
Oh, look at the agility of BHK trying to put the brakes on Adam Thornstowe. And now he's in position should he choose to try and escape. BHK might go scaling. Oh, look at Yuma in a bad spot here.
Yeah, this is rough. This is, see, again, trying to get out. ROCKNES wants this fight. They challenged the Reno Scum. They said belts, no belts, bring it. Come into a steel cage, we want ya. And Reno Scum, they just kind of seem like they want to win this match now. Oh,
Like a cheese grater, just grating the head of BHK into the cold, unforgiving steel. And now you're starting to see the type of game plan that you're going to see out of the Reno Scum. Full tilt physicality at its best, or worse for that matter.
Yeah, this is rough. If you got know-how. Oh!
Luster hit hard and heavy into that chair. And you talked about the importance for the ROCKNES Monsters to create space. That's exactly what Yuma did there, and it paid off.
Yeah, Luster, not the fastest person in the ring. Trying to use that big body to... Wow, that cage door is getting jacked up by the big head of Thornstowe hitting it.
Whew. Double stomp there by BHK. You made an interesting point.
Always
It was the ROCKNES Monsters sent on now by Yuma that challenged for this matchup. So you know that they've had a lot of time to game plan this. They came in with a strategy, and thus far it's been very successful.
Yeah, special outfits and everything. They put all their thoughts into this. I don't blame them. They have to. You can't take a match. You can't take a breath in this match, or it'll cost you.
Going downstairs is Yuma, trying to break down the big man. ROCKNES Monsters in control. We'll be back with our cage match main event right after this.
The venue is the closest to downtown living without paying downtown prices.
They have availability right now. Be sure to ask about their reduced rates.
Reduced rates? Get the details. 901-276-3100. Tell them Dustin and Maria sent you.
COVID-19 is spreading, but here are some tips you can do to protect yourself.
Wash your hands often.
Keep a social distance of at least 3 feet.
Cough into your elbow.
Your face, don't touch it.
And of course, if you feel sick, stay home. Let's all do our part to flatten the curve.
Welcome back to our main event. It has not been pretty. It has been absolutely brutal inside the confines of the steel cage. Todd Kennelly, Dan Joseph here with the call of the action. And now another member of the Reno Scum tasting that chair. Luster hit it earlier, and now Thornstowe.
Yeah, that chair hasn't been too kind to the Scum. But the Scum haven't been too kind to a lot of people lately.
Reversal now by Thornstowe.
I'm telling you, that door is going to come breaking off, Todd. Those guys are getting tossed into it, and it looks loose.
BHK almost flew right through that door. If he did, they'd be halfway to victory, but it certainly would put Yuma in a bad position.
Now, if BHK gets out, can he come back in then and help out Yuma, or is he done? Is he in the shower?
He can come back in, but then it would basically nullify his exit. He'd be back in the matchup. He'd need to eventually exit again.
Beautiful. Good. Ooh. Man, I thought Luster was going to put that big head right into the shoulder of Yuma, but instead jumped up, got all that near 300 pounds. God, these guys hit so hard, Todd.
Pinpoint knee there moments ago by Luster, the legend. Two-time United Tag Team Champions. Never lost the titles in their first reign. Thornstowe was injured. Came back, won the titles by dubious means after we know that they laid out the ROCKNES Monsters in the back.
Yeah, part of a triple threat match, though. They still had to win the match. They still had to win what was going on.
Recently lost the titles to the current champions, the Soul Burners, but the ROCKNES Monsters and Reno Scum and vice versa have really been a thorn in each other's sides and their aspirations.
Yeah.
BHK getting a thorn right in the face there, and one of those barbs from that steel cage.
Man, yeah, I'm surprised that those outfits they got on are still so white.
That's a good point. And again, what do you make of these the gear of the ROCKNES Monsters, these intergalactic spacesuits of sorts?
Well, I thought maybe they were going to paint the locker room at first, but I think it's more of a hazmat thing. I stay here on Earth, Todd.
Cooked it up in the Saurian 2, you gotta believe, but right now the Reno Scum in control, and no surprise there in this physical environment, just a sadistic playground for the former two-time tag team champs.
But you see, I am a little surprised at this right now. They seem to be in control, and this is a fight that, yeah, they have wanted. They want to take it to ROCKNES, but look at it. They've taken it to ROCKNES. They're down. They could win this match, but they're not.
You saying it's time for Reno Scum to try and escape? Well, look at a lot of fight left there.
Still, yeah.
In Yuma, digging down deep is Yuma. And again, the ROCKNES Monsters, former four-time tag team champs. And look at this, Yuma starts to climb. Looking to get halfway there for his team if he can escape. And Yuma, he's quick, he's elusive. That might be the advantage that the quicker, more agile team, the ROCKNES Monsters, have in this thing, if they have one at all.
Yeah, I would agree to that. They are definitely a quicker, definitely a faster team and individually. Ooh, jeez. But you get out of this match. Yuma gets out, and then it's BHK 2-on-1. Might not have been the right time to do that. You see, Yuma didn't even make it up, and now he sure made it down.
Nowhere to run from that super scum punch, courtesy of Adam Thornstowe. And that's the thing, too. You have to have your opponents in a compromising position if you're going to start that climb. Otherwise, you leave yourself vulnerable. And Yuma found that out the hard way. And to your point now, looks like the RENO SCUM looking for the victory here, Dan.
Go get it, guys.
A lot of bragging rights on the line in this one.
Still, Luster, I question him. I mean, BHK was by the door. I question him not throwing him out of the way and trying to get up.
Wow, electric chair by BHK on Thornstowe. Incredible. And I don't know if I like Yuma's chances here in a power struggle, in a precarious position, but now we get a little double team. Well, that's what brought the ROCKNES Monsters to the dance.
I mean, they're one of the, if not the best tag team. Not currently the champs, but they've been there so many times. Is he going? No!
Down goes the big man, Timber. Got dropped off the beanstalk there, and now advantage ROCKNES Monsters if they can remain elusive and climb over that cage. ROCKNES Monsters have experience. Oh man, that is not good.
Now that'll change your singing voice.
Might not be any more little Yumas running around after that. And BHK, though, still in a position to take the lead for his team if he can evade Thornstowe. Not going to happen.
Oh, man. No, there's almost nowhere to go. Tied up on those ropes, now just stuck.
Basement drop kick there by Thornstowe. Nowhere to go but down for BHK. RENO SCUM start to dominate this main event matchup.
You can see how precarious ROCKNES is. Tied up in the ropes. Slam dead center. It's all over but the crying, Todd.
Dead center indeed with the Death Valley driver. Bringing oi to the world and bringing a whole lot of pain to the ROCKNES Monsters right now.
Yeah, they both ate that chair already. They didn't want to leave until they got a little payback.
Oh my goodness, the ROCKNES Monsters were crowned tag team champs 4 times, getting crowned a whole nother way right now. Well, there's no call. I know anything goes inside that steel cage, but they're trying to end the man's career, trying to break his neck and then break him in half. Double team scum stomp by the RENO SCUM. A vulgar display of power if there ever was one.
Yeah, this is done. We got to start thinking about maybe getting the refs to tell RENO SCUM to get out of there, because this is not a good spot for the ROCKNES Monsters to be in. They are both prone, laying out flat, near flat in that ring.
RENO SCUM, they look to be enjoying themselves in there. They're having fun dishing out this punishment. They could make an attempt to exit. They could make an attempt to win this matchup, but now just sending the helpless body of Yuma time and time again into the unforgiving steel.
I mean, this is the fight that ROCKNES wanted.
Biggest little beatdown. Well, this is a heck of a big beatdown here in our main event.
Dinner date, special occasion, Gents Formal Wear can hook you up.
Gents is locally owned and operated and would love to earn your business. They have everything you need for any occasion.
Check them out for yourself at gentsformal.com.
Welcome back to our main event inside the steel cage. And this thing is getting ugly. Yuma has been lacerated courtesy of those repeated shots into the steel cage. And throughout the break, the only moving that the ROCKNES Monsters did was writhing in pain and agony.
Yeah, honestly, this was a moment that RENO SCUM decided, hey, we ain't just about winning matches. We're about punishment. You said you didn't want to waste time. You didn't want to go through a thing. You just wanted a match right away. ROCKNES Monsters, well, they got it.
And again, file this one on. Be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. Again, it was the ROCKNES Monsters that issued the challenge to meet the RENO Scum inside the steel cage. And, well, you're looking at the results.
I mean, it's not the smartest. Oh, there you go. Finally, this match is over.
RENO Scum perhaps have beaten down the ROCKNES Monsters to their liking. Uh-oh. BHK with the equalizer. That's not the first time the Scum's tasted that chair throughout this matchup.
Get right back up.
Look out here, big German suplex by BHK.
And this is reminiscent of what ROCKNES Monsters do best. Just start rolling.
Well,
saved by the cage.
Oh, big shot right to the big dome, and usually almost impervious to pain upstairs is Luster, but that one registered in a big way and floored the big man.
Referee Nick, check his mohawk. Is it all right?
Vicious shots by BHK. You said what the ROCKNES Monsters do best. I'll tell you what they do best is double team, and BHK has been able to divide and conquer right now.
I mean, he gets moving like no one else in that ring, especially then when he's got Yuma on top of his shoulders or perched in the corner or wherever he puts him. But right now, BHK looks like a man possessed with that chair.
Look at the chair absolutely mangled from the repeated shots on the RENO Scum.
Oh no, now his spacesuit came off. I hope there's no negative consequences of that. Seems to be all right in our atmosphere.
Well, now's the time. They've got Luster down. They've got Thornstowe down. It's time to escape this thing. To defeat the odds, defeat their opponents, and somehow survive and escape this steel cage main event.
And they're staying in too. You got two teams that don't care about winning this match. They just want to hurt each other.
Oh, what are they thinking here with the chair? Look at this, a little chair-assisted weapons grade polonium. Heavy artillery on display.
The face of Yuma. Not something I like looking at normally, but man, is that a crimson mask on his dome.
Yuma is seeing red literally here, and now the ROCKNES Monsters start to climb.
Ooh. BHK saying this ain't over.
Well, they ate a lot of punishment courtesy of the RENO Scum, and now gonna exact some revenge. Look at this, that's precisely what they did to Yuma earlier, and now a little taste of his own medicine for Thornstowe. Sometimes you gotta bully a bully, Dan.
Yep. Seems to be working right now. The big man starting to climb to his feet. But I don't know, Todd, after all those shots that he's taken, I don't know, as big and strong and tough as Luster is, I don't know what he's got left.
Well, he's rocking and rolling right now, and he's in jeopardy, quite frankly. Look out here.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, oof. Broken up there by Thornstowe. I gotta believe that the ROCKNES Monsters were looking for a variation of explosive amnesia.
I mean, you know he was going to take that face, that boot right to that chair. All of BHK's weight slamming down. Luckily, though, the big man was saved by his partner.
ROCKNES Monsters do have experience inside the steel cage. If I look in the history books, look at the eyes looking very strange there, Yuma. One point back in 2013, faced off with the likes of PP Ray in the steel cage.
Yeah, I mean, they have experience. Both teams do. But, man, this just picks him up like a sack of potatoes.
I'll tell you what, if Thornstowe spikes him here, this thing's going to be over. Thornstowe thinking scum stomp.
Whoa-oh.
Teetering on the brink of destruction, though. BHK with a huge sacrifice play there, making the save, and down goes Thornstowe.
Man, Luster trusting his partner, plus he was tied up with Yuma, wasn't able to help.
Oh, Saurian spike on the chair by Yuma. How did he have the presence of mind to execute that? Executing his opponent in the process. Here we go. Explosive amnesia on the mark.
They got it. Saurian spike. Explosive amnesia, nothing stopping him now, Todd.
In the steel cage or the Sarlacc pit, ROCKNES Monsters reigning supreme at the moment if they can make the climb. They're way up in the stratosphere right now, Dan.
Oh, this is it. Yeah, no chance. It's done.
Here are your winners, the ROCKNES Monsters!
Severe weather can mean storm damage to the roof of your home. If you have a leak and need a repair, need a brand new roof, or just need a simple cleaning, let Pro Shingle help today. Go to proshingle.com or call 901-258-6503.
Wow, I did not expect that.
That is what television is all about. I don't think I've ever called or seen anything quite like Heather Monroe and Lacey Ryan.
Oh man, I've never seen a tour day trash.
One of the most wild things I've ever been a part of.
Holston finally got what he deserved, and so did Heather Monroe.
Dives, dumpsters, and bottles, oh my.
Hold up, guys, hold up.
Okay.
I think ice cream is good for you. There's nutrition in it, there's peanut butter in there, and so that's what I wanted for dinner.
No, you can't have it for dinner.
Reese's Overload Waffle Cone.
This is what we are doing while we socially distance ourselves. Playing football, playing video games, taking the dogs on walks.
I remember being there live. They stole the show. Gruesome match with two of the very best teams. That's from episode 24 on our official YouTube channel.
It's main event time. I remember when Adrian Quest was nearly a singles champion on several occasions.
Yeah.
But when things didn't go his way, he jumped to the other side.
That's exactly right. If you can't beat them, join them. But Adrian Quest had personal issues with another superstar. Take a look at how the group known as Static officially formed.
Yo, so there is something I gotta get off my chest. Everybody knows that champions are in a position of power. Now, isn't it funny? Isn't it funny when I'm at my lowest, when I get screwed out of the TV title twice, someone I consider my friend, my mentor, someone who helped train me, someone in a position of power did not have my back. You know what? Russ Taylor, get out here.
Wait, what? Adrian Quest calling out one half of the tag team champions, referring to him as Russ Taylor, saying that he trained him, he didn't have his back. I don't know what to make of this.
This is a little bit peculiar decision by Adrian Quest. Definitely something is off right now. This is a very uncomfortable situation that we're in.
All right, well, Taylor making his way out here along with his tag team partner and champion partner in Thomas Day, and seems as if Taylor is going to be all ears here. It's going to be very interesting to see what Quest has to say. Whoa.
Pardon my interjection. What Russ can't be blamed for any sort of thing that you want to throw at him. He hasn't done much of anything. I'm going to be honest, Adrian, this is a little bit of a toxic behavior from you. And I believe that maybe the Soul Burners can take you on a retreat and maybe help you out with that.
No. Because now you're acting dumb. And see, Nico Marquez is trying to right his wrongs by giving me a title opportunity with those. And I want that position of power. I got a partner. I got homies. Trust.
Saying he's going to get a shot at the tag team title.
He doesn't even have a partner, Kennelly.
Hey, yo!
What? Could it be?
Oh, no, not...
Yes!
Not Andy Brown.
Yes! Yes! Oh, Young Fuego! Young Fuego! Welcome to the winning team!
Oh, now you get the nickname
Young
right.
Fuego and Andy Brown!
Well, you'll recall when Adrian Quest came up short in his bid for the television title. Andy Brown sitting there nonplussed on the stage. They've been trying to recruit, as Andy Brown trying to recruit Fuego this whole time. Hey, look at this. We have a referee. We have Adnan Qureshi in the center of the ring. Are we going to have a tag team title match?
Well, shut up and let's find out.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the United World Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the challengers, the team of Uptown Andy Brown and Young Fuego, Adrian Quest. And introducing the champions, at a combined weight of 383 pounds, they are the United World Tag Team Champions, Russ Taylor and Thomas Day, the Soul Burners.
So the tag team titles will indeed be on the line. We heard from Young Fuego. He said that Nico Marquez is out to right his wrongs.
Well, very good. Finally, Nico Marquez makes a good decision. Yep. And you saw how Adrian Quest got screwed out of that title. I told you that. I always liked this kid, and I'm so happy right now he's going in to fulfill his destiny. Congratulations, Adrian Quest.
At the time, you certainly didn't feel that way. And yes, Adrian Quest at one point we thought had won the United Television Championship. Nico Marquez said it was unsanctioned. Made the match for Milestone, in which Quest came up just short, and has been, I guess, kind of a malcontent ever since. And just a whole different demeanor and look in the eyes of Adrian Quest, saying he desires that position of power, that with championships comes power. And it's almost like he had a taste of it when he was holding that television title, and it is consumed Young Fuego.
Absolutely. That's what championships do. That's what this sport does to you. It makes a man out of you, and Adrian Quest is finally growing some chest hair and making sure that he puts himself in a position to hold the championship around his waist. He's gotten wrong so many times. He's now teamed with somebody who's going to take him there. Congratulations already in order for our new tag team champions.
Nice takedown there by Taylor, who did not come in prepared, nor did Thomas Day to defend the titles, and certainly not against Young Fuego and Andy Brown. So an impromptu title defense for the Soul Burners, really putting the champions up against the wall.
And listen to this crowd. This crowd is 100% behind the Soul Burners. This is not something that Adrian Quest is used to. Teaming right there with Andy Brown, that cohesiveness is already there. Unbelievable.
Thomas Day checks in. You know, conspicuous by his absence is Ray Rosas, who has had a very similar rationale as of late. And I gotta wonder if Rosas has anything to do with this. And again, the champions are off balance here because they've been put in a predicament with their titles on the line here. I really don't know what to make of it.
That shock and awe is definitely consumed everybody. And Thomas Day taking a misstep there on the ropes, could not get all of Andy Brown.
Thomas Day now mounted position into the wheelbarrow here by Andy Brown, but Thomas Day comes up with the big bulldog. And champions back in control, but again, obviously Andy Brown and Rosas have been thick as thieves as of late. Rosas, you know, is he the puppet master maybe behind all of this?
Oh, but that puppet master. These men can think for themselves. They're grown men. They are tired of getting screwed over. Beautiful by Andy Brown. That's what this team has in common.
Nasty shot looking to make history. Don't put them away yet. This tag team title matchup we never expected continues right after this.
At Pro Shingle, we want to help relieve the financial burden during these trying times. Let us pay your insurance deductible on a complete roof replacement up to $1,000. Call 901-258-6503.
Right now, it seems the world is moving fast.
Things keep changing, and we know it can be overwhelming.
As parents, we understand your worry and concern, and just know we're here with you.
In the meantime, let's all use this moment to slow down a bit. Use this time to take care of yourself.
To bond with your family and loved ones and lift each other up.
Or just binge watch that TV show you were trying to finish. We will all get through this as families, friends, and as a community.
Remember, We're all in this together.
The all-new Championship Wrestling podcast is presented by Be Free CBD. Hosted by Dustin Starr. We'll recap all the action, look ahead to what's coming up next, plus insights on the hottest feuds. BeFreeCBD.com joins forces with Championship Wrestling to help you be and feel your best.
This portion of Championship Wrestling is presented by Platinum Jewelers.
Are you in need of cash right now?
Platinum Jewelers will pay top dollar for old gold, diamonds, and luxury watches to help you get through the tough times.
My guys out there looking to get engaged before the zombie apocalypse, look no further than Platinum Jewelers. They can work within your budget.
Visit them today at one of their convenient locations in Memphis.
Welcome back, everyone. Championship Wrestling. Tag team titles on the line after challenge issued, an opportunity granted to Young Fuego, apparently by Nico Marquez. And we're seeing some real continuity now between Young Fuego, who is just more of a no-nonsense demeanor. But he and Andy Brown did team over the summer, but both had very different attitudes. Here's the cover. I mean, look at this. Young Fuego looks more like he's got ice water running through his veins in this matchup.
Those stone-cold eyes in the face of Young Fuego, looking dead shot right at Ryan Taylor, saying, this is what you've made me become. That's what this whole thing is about. It's about vengeance, about setting your place. It's about taking what's rightfully yours. Young Fuego has gotten screwed over too many times, and right now, he will not let it happen again.
Big shots there by Thomas Day. Well, that's one thing. You can talk about your intents all you want and wanting a position of power. It's another thing to beat the Soul Burners, who have been incredible tag team title holders ever since defeating the RENO SCUM for those titles. Seemingly countless title defenses, and a superplex there by Thomas Day turns the tide in the favor of the incumbent champs.
Can you imagine what happens if Andy Brown and Adrian Quest go home with the tag team championships? Not only do they want to work together, now they absolutely have to, with Ray Rosas now too being part of that.
Taylor checking in. Two incredible strikers going mano a mano here. This could be some serious fistic fireworks inside the squared circle. Look at the athleticism there of Taylor on display. Scissor kick! Taking down Andy Brown. Pulls the arm away from the rope, only a count of two.
Ryan Taylor, he just kicks right through you. I've said it time and time again.
Pin attempt the other way. Looking to catch him.
Ryan Taylor will punish you with his strikes. That's what he does. And look at this. Young Fuego doesn't even care. He goes right into the wolves, doing everything he can to take Taylor off his game. Very uncharacteristic by Adrian Quest. Never came in illegal like that before.
It's that power lust. What a drop kick, though, on the money by Thomas Day. The Soul Burners are centered now. Look out here. It's time maybe for a little sentons aplenty. Now the moonsault, beautifully done by Thomas Day. And the champs are rolling. But yeah, how about that? Trying to sneak in from the outside, Adrian Quest. Again, I just think it's that desire to have power, to have championship gold.
Well,
really uncharacteristic actions.
This Burning Man, if they hit this might spell very bad news for Andy Brown. But keep in mind that Adrian Quest is just a few seconds away, and there he is.
Look out here, springboard by Quest. Breaks up the play. And Young Fuego might have saved the day for his team as the champions were looking for that Burning Man, to your point.
Listen to this. The crowd doesn't even know what to make of it. They're almost in shock at the actions of Adrian Quest right now. A completely different attitude as Adrian Quest. Young Fuego right now sealing the deal, baby.
Standing shooting star. Brown goes for the cover. Are they going to do it? Oh, my goodness. Within an eyelash of becoming united. Tag team champions. Wow.
No, Andy Brown got screwed out of the PP3. Adrian Quest got screwed out of his title. Ray Rose has gotten screwed so many times. How fitting would it be if this group, this faction right here, brings home some championship gold, Kennelly?
There we see a double team attempt there by the challengers. Tag made to Taylor, who checks back in. Taylor dividing, conquering. He's certainly capable of doing just that. Triple Crown champion here in the decade-long history of this program. 40-ounce bounce! Caught Taylor. Shavasana now.
It's
by
one
Thomas
thing after
Day.
another. It's one big chaotic move after another. Each man taking each other down. Andy Brown now standing tall, but maybe not for long.
Lot of moving parts in this United Tag Team title matchup. Full head of steam, but rolled up by Young Fuego. He's got a hold of the leg, looking for an ankle lock. Uh-oh, but now imitation, the sincerest form of flattery, but that's the original. Taylor's put a lot of people away with the ankle lock. Wait a minute. The title, he hit him right in the ankle and the foot. He might have shattered the bones in the foot of Thomas Day.
That might be it, the beginning of the end, Kennelly, the beginning of the end. You're looking at a brand new era here at Championship Wrestling.
This might turn into a handicap match in a hurry. You gotta be kidding me, what a sickening attack. And the referee looking, because we had a close call with the submission in the ring, he didn't see it.
Andy Brown now taking full advantage of this. And you know what that does? It gives Adrian Quest all the more time to rest up. Yes,
don't do it.
Down. Do it, Andy Brown.
Think of what he did to Bateman. Now the pile driver on the ramp on Taylor. He's trying to just end careers. Is Andy Brown. We haven't seen Bateman since.
Yeah, Bateman has been gone. He definitely suffered some sort of a broken neck or something like that. I wouldn't put it past Andy Brown to do this to one person after another. Ryan Taylor might just be in a sea of victims. But you know what he has to do? He has to capitalize, put him in there, and get that title around your waist.
They put Bateman on the shelf. The pile driver on the ramp. Not this way.
Yes.
And there's nothing. There's nothing Thomas Day can do. His ankle was shattered. No, damn it, no.
Here are your winners and new United World Tag Team Champions, Andy Brown and Adrian Quest.
History made. Here in the Ocean View Pavilion, we have brand new tag team champions, but what a wild road to get there. The impromptu challenge. Let's look back at the action brought to you by Lights Out Extreme Fighting. Here you see it. This was the real turning point. The championship title right across that ankle, pinned against the post, the stairs, and then Thomas Day was a non-factor ever since. Then the pile driver on the ramp. They dragged the carcass of Taylor back in for the 1, 2, 3. Well, a position of power, I guess.
Position of power. Speaking of the power, the paradigm has shifted, Kennelly. A new era has rushed in. Young Fuego has joined Andy Brown.
When you don't get what you want, I guess you just go out there and take it by force. A vulgar display of power by the new tag team champions.
Thank you for joining us here on Championship Wrestling presented by Pro Shingle. We are here brand new each and every week. Today's episode was a lot of fun, especially for the new viewers.
Yeah, exactly. There's plenty more where that came from. And next week is April 25th, the original date of our birthday bash. When the time is right, we're going to announce a new date. But instead, we're going to take you back to our very first episode.
Oh boy, this should be fun. Are you going to show them the cake spot?
I told you that was an accident.
Also next week, have you ever wondered what your favorite wrestlers are doing with their extra time at home? Well, we're going to show you.
Oh my gosh, this should be real interesting. And until then, so long, everybody.